Hello, friends, and welcome to Bulldog Books. We are going to start off today practicing our nonsense words. You guys remember how this works. Miss Sunshine is going to show you the words that we are going to read, and then she'll start a timer for 1 minute. You are going to see how many of these words you can read in 1 minute. Are you ready? Begin. And stop right there. Now you're going to pause the video, go back, count up the number of nonsense words you were able to read in that minute, and keep track of your score. See if your score gets better each time you do this. All right, friends, let's take a look at our book today. I'm so excited because this book is science-based. This book is called Creating Rain, and some of you may remember our field trip to the Nature Center where we learned about how water can be a gas, a liquid, or a solid. So it can be vaporous and it can be liquid and it can be a solid. This book is titled Creating Rain, and it's by Brooke Rao, and it's illustrated by Jeff Bain. And I thought this might be fun. Some of the suggestions in this book might be fun for you to do if you are looking for a fun activity. Take a look at our table of contents. Remember, a table of contents tells us what the different parts of a book are going to be and the page numbers that we can find those parts on. So we have the first part of our book is called Asking Questions, and it begins on page 4. Then we have what's called Science Fun, and that's on page 10. The last thing we're going to see in our book is a glossary and an index found on page 24. Do you remember what a glossary is? A glossary is a bunch of words that we see in a book that we may want to explore more. It could be words we have never read before. We need to remind ourselves what they mean. It could be words that are new words to us, and we need to remind ourselves how they are pronounced. The index is going to show us where different things appear inside this book, so that if we needed to go back, we could pick this book up in a couple of days, go to the index page, and figure out where something is in the book. Now, let's read this science notes at the bottom of the table of contents. We're going to read this as a choral read all together. Science notes. Creating Rain explores the water cycle. In this experiment, wet soil is sealed in a bag and left in the sunlight. Over time, the natural processes of evaporation, condensation, and precipitation are observed. Ooh, some interesting vocabulary words. So we are going to have to explore those more. Are you ready to read page 4 to me? Begin. And we'll move on to our next page. So we are going to find out how rain is made. So here is our science fun, and this is a list of things we need to figure out how rain is made. Now, if you want to pause the video so that you can ask a trusted adult if you have these different things that you need to make rain in your house, this might be a fun experiment for you today. So let's read our list of things that we need to conduct this experiment. We need 1/2 cup of dirt. Now take a look at this illustration on page 11. Can you find the cup of dirt? Yeah, this yellow cup down here. Good. We need a Ziploc sandwich bag. Find the bag. Right here in the center. We also need a spray bottle of water. Easy enough. Tape. Got it. And a window. And you can see at the top of this page, it says you will need these things. Let's take a look at how we conduct this experiment for creating rain. Read page 12 to me. Did you know this word in the last sentence, moisten, means to make wet? Okay, so after we have moistened our soil, we are going to use the tape to tape our Ziploc bag to the window. Now, read page 15 for me. And did you notice this punctuation mark at the end? It's a question mark, which means our reading needs to sound like we're asking a question. What do you think will happen? Now read page 16. On page 16, did you notice any text features the author is using to help you with a word that it will probably will find them in our glossary? Our author is using bold text to help us with this word in the last sentence, observe. Observe what is happening. Do you know what the word observe means? Observe means to watch. And take a look over here at this question. Let's read it all together on page 17. What do you see? Okay, let's read page 18. Well, we have another bold text feature, droplets. Take a look at page 19. Read that question at the bottom. So we see the water in droplets on our Ziploc bag. Let's take a look at page 20. And now page 22. What new questions do you have? All right, so take a look at our glossary. All of those new words that we saw in bold text are found here in the glossary. So compare means to see what is alike or different about two or more things. Then droplets are very small drops of liquid. And finally, observe, we talked about this when we read it in our book, means to watch something carefully. And down below is our index. Here is where we're going to find different words throughout the book and the page number that those words are going to appear on. I hope you had fun reading with me today and learning a little bit more about the water cycle. This is something you will study in science more as you get older and as you do more science at school and with your teachers. Have a great rest of your day.